do they need to, rip up everything they've got and, migrate to a virtual infrastructure as kind of a first step? Or is there a way to kind of layer some virtual applications on top of, of what they have already? And maybe, I don't know, Chris, could you maybe talk about how you would go about like adding a new application, a new function, new service into your network, and what that would look like?
Yeah, so at ENA, we're actually still running, kind of the Metaswitch black box solution for the core of our voice environment. That's just a decision we made at the time. We didn't necessarily have the resources to devote to moving the voice platform when we were due for a hardware upgrade to virtualization in the time frame that we had. So we elected to stick with kind of the new Metaswitch ATCA hardware and go that route. But that being said, we do have non-Metaswitch functions of the voice platform running in our own virtual environment that our systems team and R&D teams manage and have developed over the years. So of those applications, our entire LCR platform that sits in front of or alongside Metaswitch is actually virtualized. So it's running in our geographically redundant virtualized environment. So pretty much every telephone call that comes into or out of our network essentially passes through that virtualized application that we wrote and we maintain, as well as our fax platform. So about 5 years ago, we took our fax platform, which was a hardware-based solution, and we virtualized that into software that is now running in that same virtualized platform with great success. I mean, especially fax. Everybody, fax needs TDM connectivity, yada, yada, yada. We do a very reliable fax service, both in a virtualized environment and over VoIP very successfully. So both those, while it's not the core of the voice platform per se, it's still two very important roles of the voice platform that, run through a virtualized environment or run on a virtualized environment every day.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good approach. Nice way to expand. Yeah, Ray, go ahead.
Yeah, I could add to that. From our perspective, similar to Chris, we are on a more traditional Metaswitch network, but we still have a lot of virtualization going on. And to answer your question, we didn't just rip everything out and put it in a virtual environment. We've just found as certain applications grow, as we get to the next level, or as we add new applications, it's so much easier to just put them in a virtual network. So we've just kind of taken it a situation at a time. And I think Andrew mentioned fax. We've done the same thing. We put our call recording services all virtual now. So we just continue to put solutions there as it makes sense. And that's worked out really well for us. And I think back to the original question that Michelle answered very well, more than just price, it's about speed of deployment, flexibility, and then reliability, right? Because to have stuff in a couple different clouds, we'll put a lot of stuff now in two. It's just you can't beat that from a reliability perspective.